If you're tired of feeling awkward at parties or in group conversations, you need to watch this video. This is the easiest and most effective way to have better conversations at parties or social gatherings without being weird, awkward, or boring, coming from a guy who actually went to a party without knowing anyone there, faced those awkward moments, and found out what worked. That is what today's video is all about. Hey everybody, if you're new here, my name is Blake, and I help real people like you improve their social skills with real life examples. If you want to stay up to date or go deeper into improving your social skills, you can check out my website, sociallyblake.com, to join my mailing list and purchase my digital products. All right, having conversations at an event or at a party or just hanging out with some potential friends can be really overwhelming and potentially embarrassing, especially if you don't know anyone there. Unfortunately for me, I was at a party recently where I didn't know anyone there and this happened.
What is your first name again?
Blake.
Blake.
Yeah. Blake. Hi. Great to meet you.
How are you? And Jay, right?
Blake.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
No, it's okay. And then to make matters worse, I fumbled so bad, I didn't even remember her name either. I think I forgot to ask. And then sometime later, when I was having another conversation, I fumbled again.
Absolutely. It is as complicated and as, in a weird way, simple too. Like, oh yeah, we're just doing this. You're just, oh yeah, it's easy. So, I don't know. It just feels...
I appreciate you. Yeah, of course.
Yep.
I was trying to say something, but my words just came out all wrong, and I ended up not even making any sense. And you may not have noticed, but I actually fumbled this one so bad, they quickly changed the subject. I hate when stuff like this happens. Whether they're big or small, awkward moments can sometimes live in your mind forever, causing you to cringe even years later. So how do you fix it? Other social gurus only tell you what you should try to do next time to prevent those awkward moments from happening again. But you don't want to feel like you have to find a new friend group every time you mess up. You need a way to recover. You need to be able to turn these awkward moments into exactly what they are, a moment, not your identity. So let me walk you through step by step how to recover from these awkward moments instantly and how to have better group conversations in the future. The first thing to master is your own sense of confidence when you first arrive. Hopefully you were invited, which means you are welcome and you are wanted there. Kind of like a surfer being set up for a wave. You showed up, so now all you have to do is ride the wave and allow them to welcome you.
Restroom's right there.
Okay.
Go downstairs. The restroom, you'll be able to see him.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much.
Blake.
Yeah.
Blake. Hi, great to meet you.
Blake. Good to meet you. Yeah.
This mentality applies no matter what environment you're going into, whether it's a house party or hanging out with friends after work or school. You can be confident in the fact that they invited you. They want you to be there. That means you've already done something really great. If you're meeting new people, try not to be overwhelmed. Take it one comment at a time. You first establish pleasantries, which only last a few seconds. State your name if they ask for it. Say it loudly and enunciate it clearly. Don't overdo it, but you know what I mean. Look at them in the eye, and if it feels appropriate, shake their hand firmly, right? And if you get the chance, ask them their name if they didn't say theirs right away. If you're able, or if the opportunity presents itself, express some gratitude for the invitation. If it's their home, maybe throw in a compliment or two.
We thank you so much for putting it on and having a whole bit. Oh my God, beautiful home. It's incredible. Oh, I was curious, like the pool. I'm like, wait a minute, how is it? It's like 10 degrees outside. But he was telling me it's like heated and it's like keeps moving, so that's cool.
All of this may be really basic and boring stuff, but it will set you up for so much success in later conversations.
And Jay, right?
Blake.
Oh my God.
No, it's okay.
Now, first of all, as the host of this party, she and her family were fantastic. They were kind, friendly, and welcoming. And so if this happens to you and someone forgets your name, don't take it personally, especially if this is your first time meeting them. Have some empathy and give them the benefit of the doubt. As the host, they need to remember a ton of names. It's not that you weren't enough, and it's not that you weren't memorable.
And Jay, right?
Blake.
Oh my God.
No, it's okay. It's all right. We'll do it as many times as you need. As many times as you need.
To show empathy, I said, it's okay, as she was beating herself up for forgetting. But it was in this moment I realized, wait, I don't know her name either. So now what do? Most people would let this awkward moment turn into something so much worse, because asking for someone's name after you've already had some conversation with them is just, it's too uncomfortable. But what if I told you that not knowing her name is actually a huge advantage? Connections and friendships are built when we are authentically ourselves and we're accepted for it. Connection can come from a ton of different ways, but a really good way is mutual experience. And so if you're vulnerable with something that you've experienced, or if you're vulnerable with something that you're currently dealing with, and someone comes along and says, hey, me too, your connection with that person is instantly way better. So now that we know this, let's try it.
And Jake, right?
Blake.
Oh
yeah.
my God.
No, it's okay. It's all right. We'll do it as many times as you need. As many times as you need. Remind me your name one more time. I've got it.
This is Blake.
Hi. It's great to meet you. Yeah, good to meet you. Yeah.
And just like that, the awkward moment disappeared by choosing humility and saying, it's okay, I have the same problem too. That established a connection that can lead into amazing conversations. But now, the connection must be maintained. And at events like this, in order to maintain a connection that you just made, you need to establish yourself in a conversation with a group of people. Without being able to do this, your connections with people will evaporate. You saw me fumbling over my words a little bit earlier, so now, here's the right way to do it. The key to having good group conversation is knowing how to properly insert yourself in the conversation. You may think you need to wait for the right moment, like a moment of silence or something, before you can speak up, but that is not true. If you wait for a moment of silence before you speak, you will have the weight of the entire group on your shoulders, and that can feel like a lot of pressure, which will cause you to fumble over your words. The first thing you need to do is find the conversation within the group that you want to engage with. Now, if there's only one conversation where the whole group is engaged, perfect. The decision was made for you. But if there's multiple conversations happening within a group of people, focus on the conversation that has the most people engaged, or is the conversation that's the most applicable to you. Hopefully that's the one that's also physically closest to you. Now, the key to inserting yourself in a group conversation without it being awkward is to not let the conversation go silent at all if possible. Don't be afraid to interject small emotional expressions as someone is talking. Sighs, groans, little vocal stems like, yeah, wow, really, are all perfectly acceptable while someone is talking to show that you are fully engaged, you are emotionally invested and emotionally impacted by what they're saying. Then when you have something to say, use one of those emotional moments of expression to break into the conversation. It's technically a moment of silence from talking, but because it's not actually silent, it's way less awkward. Watch and listen closely to this example.
Like, I don't like you. You don't like me. We're calling a truce and we're going to work because, like, we have to.
There was no reason.
Oh,
It
man.
was literally just like, probably we were just too alike, and then you put that in that like vacuum.
And then by the time that you actually mature in college, you're like, wait, doesn't that actually mean friends?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So then we started doing sports go together.
You couldn't avoid each other the whole time. You go to these classes like, oh, you again. Yeah. Like, yeah, God.
It's almost as if you're saying, I am listening. And what you're saying is so emotionally intriguing, I have to interject. This shows that you were listening, you care, and that you'll want to hear more after you're done expressing yourself. By using emotional cues as a bridge to insert yourself, there is way less pressure to say the perfect thing. So next time you're at a party or in a group conversation, give these tips a try and let me know how it goes. Be sure to check out my other videos for more real-life social tips, but until then, thanks for watching.